Good morning. It is 10:40 and I have been up for a while. I'm gonna head to the mail and ship out this package. This is some variegated string of pearls cuttings that I'm shipping out today. And it is like -4 degrees outside. I don't really want to go out, but I have to. So yay. I work late today, as I always do on Mondays. And if I leave now, I have time to sit like an hour in front of the fireplace and get warm again before I have to work. I'm working from home this week, and this week is also Black Friday. I'm so behind on my videos. Okay. I'm just gonna head out. I'm gonna see if I can find Molly. She's been outside since this morning. Look at her waiting for me when I get back. Hi! 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 Yeah? Hi! Hi! Mm-hmm. Hi! Hey guys, I am gonna test out this new LED light. I don't have anything proper to put it in yet so that it can hang or sit like the right way, but I have this. I've used this before. Ooh, that is bright. And I'm gonna just angle it towards my plants for now. So here's the light, and then I'm just angling it. It should be a little bit higher, but it's okay. It's better than nothing. These plants obviously have sunlight on them right now, but these in the corner, I should probably change these around so that at least the variegated monstera can go in this area, but I'm also afraid of it getting sunburned. But for now, this can sit like this. This is a red-white light, but it looks pretty white, which is nice.
Teach me a lesson. I know she's right. I have so many flaws. But it has been so long.
Okay.
Wait, really? What do you mean, okay?
Hey guys. I don't think I filmed hardly anything yesterday. And there's not really much happening, so I'm not sure what to film, but I also kind of feel like I should update you. As for my plants, my pink splash finally unfurled its other leaf. I can't tilt this too much because there's water and leca in here. So we now have two, and they are so cute. And I'm still waiting for the Winlandii to pop out its second leaf. It's taking a while longer than the pink splash, so we'll see. I'm just having this cap on so that it can have some higher humidity. And then as for my elbow cuttings, this is 2 of them. I have a third. Nothing has happened to that one, so it's still standing by itself. But this one, first it got this tiny little cute leaf right here, and then now you can see this bigger leaf is completely out, and it's about to start unfurling, and I am so excited to see what it looks like. So this is gonna be so nice. It's gonna be like a mini plant once it gets another leaf, and so it also has quite a bit of roots, which is nice. And then the other one in here has this little thing poking out right here. This little part of a leaf. So I'm just waiting for that to stick out. It doesn't look like it has much white on it compared to these ones, which were very obviously white also when they were not unfurled. But then again, this one doesn't have as much white on it as the other one did either. So we'll see what it will look like once it's gone. I can't wait to pot this up at some point. I'm a little bit unsure if I want to pot them up into leca or if I want to pot them up into soil or whatnot, or if I want to do something else. My tiny ones, the Pink Splash and the Wendlandii, they were originally a single leaf cuttings, but then once the new leaf started poking out, it lost the old leaf because it's like the sorry, I should really wait answering chats and stuff until I actually start work, but I never do. Yeah, so that was a quick update on those. This one also got a new leaf right here. Little monkey mask. This one is the one that was unfurling when I took the cutting, and it's not liking life. Like, it's green and all, it's just looking a little funky. This is the Marantha something or other cuttings, and this is the first one, and you can see it has a couple of growth points right here. So I can't wait for those to sprout out, and it also has a new leaf coming in at the top right here. And then this one also has a couple of growth points, one here and one on the side right here. And this leaf is just unfurling. I think these look so nice. I can't wait for them to get a little bit more color on the leaves though, because right now they're mostly single color, while they're supposed to have these like darker spots on the leaf like this one does. I had a couple of Micans cuttings where the leaves were basically dying, so I put those into here. I just pulled off the leaf and I put the wet sticks into here. So we have, you probably can't see this, but there's a growth point right here. And then there's another one into the perlite there. That's not as out there yet. So that's that. And then this is the Monstera that I had to take out the, what is it called? I had to take off the leaf because the leaf was dying. So this is just a wet stick as well. I have a growth point in here. I'm not sure if you can see it through the plastic. And then it has roots. I had this originally like laying in a cup like this. So it was like laying down with the growth point facing up. And then I thought it would be better to have it this way so that the growth point will grow up and not like out to the side, because it's be a little bit easier to pot it this way. So again, I just have a cap on here to preserve some humidity, and this one is just in sphagnum moss. This is the Hastatum Silver Sword, and it also has a growth point poking out right here. There you can see it. And it also has some roots coming in. You can probably see those right here. So something is happening, and I can't wait for this to have more leaves because this is just so beautiful. So I just have that sitting in some water for now. I potted up the cuttings from the variegated string of pearls. Some of them seem to be doing fine, and some of them are not doing fine. So we'll see. But now I have a couple of these two smaller pots with the cuttings in it. And then I still have the big one as well, but it's not doing well. And I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong because it's a succulent, so it should dry. So I watered it for the first time since I bought it. And it hasn't helped, but maybe it's just taking a while. I don't know. Yeah, it's not looking good. And the other string of pearls that I had are not doing great either. So those, I took a cutting of the rest of the plant. And we'll just see what happens. Anyway, I'm gonna start working. So I'll talk to you later. Got some food. Coffee again. And look kitty. And I'm gonna be watching the rest of my episode of The Handmaid's Tale. Hi. Are you exploring? Yeah. I do. She's just staring at all of the windows. You want to go outside? You can. You have to go upstairs. Yeah, you have to go upstairs. So I'm just headed to the grocery store to pick up some groceries. It's about 2 degrees. You can see like the frost on the grass and on the sidewalk. It's so foggy here and it smells like smoke because everyone uses fire heat. Wood stove or whatever. So it smells like smoke. Hello. Good morning. And tomorrow is Black Friday. I wasn't really planning on going out and shopping, but Marius has a Christmas party with his work tomorrow, so I'm gonna drive him there. So I might as well, because I'm gonna be driving to Sandvika, which has one of the biggest malls in Norway. And I need some jeans, because I have like 2 or 3 pairs of jeans that I like to wear. I ordered a pair, but I have no idea if they're actually gonna fit, or even if they do fit, I'm not sure if I'm gonna like how they fit. So I want to pick up a couple of my old trusty Molly jeans from Gina Tricot, which is also where I bought the other ones from, which was in a bigger size, which is nice. Yeah, and since I'm going, I might as well look around a little bit, because I have to struggle to find parking whether I'm buying one pair of jeans or the entire mall. I am going to get this room painted this weekend. I know I've said that so many times, but it really has to happen. I'm gonna get the room painted. So in Oslo, they've started to use face masks again in taxis, public transportation, and in shops as well. So I'm not sure if they're doing that here as well, but I should wash my masks, because they're just laying around because I haven't been using them for like half a year. I also really need to get a sleeping couch, because it's less than a month until Christine comes. And I want to have this room all up and nice when the time she does. So I'm going to have to set up the shelves. I also kind of want to get a little greenhouse cabinet for like inside the corner on the opposite side of the wall right here. We'll see. And then I can get like, I've been working on spackling. Let me show you. It's kind of dark on the other side, but on the other side, it sounds like it's so far. You can see those white stripes in here. I've been working on spackling in there because the cracks in there go straight into Marius's wardrobe, which is on the other side. And he doesn't like my scented candles and stuff, so when I burn those in here, he gets that smell in his clothes. So I have used a lot, it feels like, of spackle, but it's not enough. So I have to buy more so that I can do the rest. There's also some like up in here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get that. And then I'm gonna get some shelves in here as well. And then this is where I was thinking maybe to put the greenhouse cabinet so that I can put my cuttings and my little bit more expensive plants in there. And then the shelves on the side right here. I was planning on having shelves both here and on this wall because this mirror is going on the other side. But we'll see. I have some plants that are not very happy right now, so we'll see what goes on with that. You can see these yellow tips on my philodendron, but this new leaf is starting to come in, which is nice. It has a little bit of the sleeve thing down here still. And then this one is dropping leaves like left and right. I'm not sure what it doesn't like, so that's probably gonna die, but at least my other plants are fine. I should take out the trash too. And then this one desperately needs some water, so I'm gonna water this today. Okay, you can see that. This one, it's all floppy. It needs some water. I haven't watered it in forever. And it looks like this one maybe needs some water too. This needs water all the time. I don't understand. There's no light or anything, but it's constantly, it goes floppy like this when it needs water. It is lunchtime. I have some golden milk in here and I'm making some noodles. It's really nice and warm up in the office, but in the living room it's really cold because I've been struggling getting the fireplace up today. And then I have my noodles, which I think are done right now. Just added some garlic salt and some sriracha. And I am ready for food. Hi. I just finished work and I made some food. So this is a vegan roast beef with some cucumber and salad. And then this is just a homemade hot chocolate, which is just some soy milk, some agave syrup, and some cocoa powder. See all these ice crystals on the car? So crazy. Good morning, or morning and morning. I've been working for a few hours and I'm about to take my lunch. And I need to treat this poor little plant because it has pests. So I'm gonna see if I can show you. I'm not sure if this camera is gonna pick it up or not. You can probably see those little marks right here. That's like bite marks or whatever. So I looked at the back of the leaf. I don't know if you can see that, but there are probably thrips. So I'm gonna be treating this poor little baby. It's so cute too. This is a plant that the person who had it before said that it almost died, so I just got the cutting for free. And she's been thriving. I have a couple of other cuttings from her as well, but she needs to get rid of pests. Hi. Hi. So I have this pest spray and I'm gonna spray her down. Oh, I just covered the countertop and then I think you're supposed to shake it, so. This is the Solabiol, and I used this on my Monstera and it seemed to work. regrets that I'm gonna wash my hands and I'm gonna let this sit, and then this needs water too, so I'm gonna flush this off after a while. Because my Monstera did not like this sitting on it, but that was standing outside, so she can just stay there for now. Okay, so it's Black Friday and I'm at the mall. I'm gonna find some jeans and then we'll see what we do next. Okay, so I need some new clothes. So I have some wide-legged tights, I have a puffer jacket, and I have a few pairs of jeans. So these are the Colette denim pants, and I have the wide Winnie and the curve boot cuts. These by far feel the softest. So I wanted to pick up the ones that I had, but they were sold out. These fit, but they are so long. And this rips. So the length on these are a lot better. But they were supposed to be wide, and they're only wide around here down. Because I have massive thighs. So these are a little bit big. But I think these were more what I was imagining. But I don't think they're what I was imagining either. This like folding thing just looks really funky. Yeah. I mean, this is definitely what I was going for. It's just not what I was going for. I kind of like how these fit. They're very sleek. They like hide everything. Just not sure how I feel about these. I don't know. I might buy them and just show Marius, and then he can just help me decide what I think. I might get this. I was looking at the red one, but they didn't have it. And I was looking at 2X. They have this in a 1X, and it is big enough. You can also like cinch it in at the bottom. Yeah. I think I'll go for this. They have 40% off of all clothes. I am gonna keep looking, but I'm gonna drop these off. Home sweet home. I got sushi. It's already 10:30 p.m. Hi. Did I take all the space? Hi. 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 Oh. I think maybe she wants out. She's been inside for a while. Hi. Or do you just want cuddles? Huh? My mom came over today and she got us this new mat. And it's so cute. And Molly isn't able to scratch this as she did with the other one. Hi, come on. Hi. I don't know if you can see, but she has a scratch on her face. Yeah, you do. Hi. You wanna all go outside? You see the little scratch by her ear? ear, her eye. Nej. Okay. Is it the wrong door? Or not? Okay. Yeah. Do you want to help me fold clothes? Huh? Do you want to come down to the basement? Huh? Hi. Ready? I finished hanging clothes. I'm gonna bring some wine upstairs because Evelyn is coming over. Hi. Are you waiting for me? You look mad. You're so impatient. Thank you. Hi. Boop. Sorry for the weird angle. My camera is downstairs, but I'm just editing. It's a little bit past 3. And Evelyn went home this morning and she's going on a date today, so she left pretty early. So I'm just editing my video over halfway, which is nice. So I'm just gonna finish editing and then we're gonna be watching Game of Thrones and I'm gonna find a cup of tea. And my feet are really cold and I don't know why. It's almost like there's a draft or something, but there's not. So I don't know what's up with that. Hi, pysen. Nata pysen. Nata pysen.